everyone, welcome to Formula Drift's Inside Clips presented by Men's Journal for the week of November 1st. I'm Lorette Nickel. I can't believe it. The 2021 Formula Drift Series has wrapped up, and our new pro champion is Frederick Osbo. You'll recall that he clinched his first title in 2015, and believe me when I tell you, the emotions ran deep once he was told the crown was his this year. He did it by going into Irwindale with a 19-point lead over Chelsea DeNofa, and his night began with a bye run in the top 32. His first battle of the night was against Jonathan Hurst in top 16, which saw him advance to do battle against teammate Ryan Turk in the grade 8. Osbo once again advanced and waited to throw down against defending 2020 champ Von Gittin Jr. in the final four. All three judges awarded Osbo the win, and in effect, he secured enough points and the 2021 Formula Drift Pro title. In an incredibly raw and honest winner's interview after the podium celebrations in Irwindale, Frederick summed up his 2021 championship season by saying this.
There are so many moments in time and so many seconds of effort put in and planning and practicing and drifting and traveling and building cars, and it's not just me, it's the whole team, and then it's the sponsors and all the tires and the parts and everything that goes into it. It's like a 50-man and woman band that is behind all of this, and then it all culminates in this explosion of feelings when you win the championship, because this is the biggest thing you can achieve in drifting, is to win the Formula Drift Championship. And I did it in 2015. There's been 5-6 years where I was afraid I didn't have it anymore, and the competition kept getting harder and harder and harder, and here we are with the big bucket again. So it turns out I never left.
Fredericks conducted himself like a true champion this season, and at every turn has been tactful and genuine. In a campaign for this year's crowning achievement, he's overcome doubters, and had to fight much harder than in years past, all while fully respecting the competitors like Chelsea DeNofa, Matt Field, and Odi Bakchis, knowing they were gunning for him in that number one spot. Outstanding job, Freddie. A huge congratulations to you and the Papadakis team. I know you couldn't have done it without them. Speaking of winning, Odi Bakchis took the event win in Irwindale after a bye run in top 32 and battled Jeff Jones in top 16. Chris Forsberg in the grade 8, faced frenemy Matt Field in the final four, and finally got to the last battle of the night and defeated Frederick Osbo in the final epic battle of the night and took the win. It's the second year in a row that Odi's won Irwindale, and the fuel suspension owner took a moment to reflect and assessed his 2021 season by saying this.
What a season, and finishing off this season right here at the last round on the number one spot, winning. It's been a roller coaster. At the beginning of the season, I got the win. Then we had some bad luck, held it together pretty well, but it took till the end, Long Beach, round 7, winning that, then coming back here, winning this again because we won the season previous to that. Man, it's been literally a roller coaster, ups, downs, and then back ups. And I'm very much looking forward to next season, because I think we're bridging that gap of not just starting strong, but finishing strong. Now I just gotta patch up the middle section and hopefully come out getting a higher spot next season overall in the championship.
Odi wraps up the season with 3 wins and finished 3rd overall. Odi, congrats not only to you, but to your entire team for always conducting yourselves with heart, honesty, and integrity. Speaking of frenemies, Matt Field's championship efforts were looking promising multiple times this year, and fans could clearly see the effort and dedication he was putting forth to try and clinch his first ever championship. Overall, he secured his highest ever finish in 2nd and completed the year with 1 win. In his consistent, no BS delivery, he told us this after Irwindale.
My assessment of tonight is that I've driven the best I've ever driven here. Every lap, from the first lap out in practice to the last lap getting eliminated. I couldn't be happier with the level of driving that I did. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the best tonight, right? There's 2 dudes or 3 dudes that did a little bit better, but I mean, it's insane, and all I can do is focus on myself and come back swinging next year, because obviously there's only one more step to go for that championship, and that's what I want. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy the off season, ride my dirt bike, not think about drifting for a little bit, and have a good freaking time.
An extremely emotional night overall as we crowned Frederick Osbo the 2021 FD champion, a title that very clearly meant the world to him. We also said see you later to co-founder and president Jim Lau, who, after 18 years, will be stepping away from FD and into his new role at PRI. We also said thank you to the two fierce competitors that were there on day one. 2011 champion Daijiro Yoshihara, who's retiring from competition, and two-time champ Von Gittin Jr., who's stepping away to focus on other projects. You three men helped evolve and mold the sport into what it is today, and you'll be sorely missed at future events. So, here are some thoughts from our day one drivers, Daijiro Yoshihara, who sat down and had some time to reflect on 18 years, saying this.
Now that everything's over, I can look back, and for some reason I feel like I've done as much as I could, and the result wasn't great, but that's the fact, and I gotta move on, and I truly accept it. So no regret, and now I can talk about all the good memories. I met so many people throughout this 18 years, the friends and fans and sponsors. That was a great thing about my 18 years. So yeah, it just crazy to think about. I just feel so lucky that I was able to be in there for 18 years.
And of course, Von Gittin Jr., with his thoughts on what the future will bring, told us this.
Yeah, I love it. It's just been a huge part of my life, and it's a big decision for me to decide to stop for a little bit. But right now in my mind, this whole weekend going through all this, I'm confident I made the right decision. It's not on a whim. I've been thinking about it for a little while, and honestly, I thought about it in 2020, but I didn't want to just win a championship without having fans and drop the mic. I wanted to have a year with fans and see if I still felt that way, and I do. And so for me, I'm just I'm grateful. I've got an amazing group of people surrounding me, and now an amazing group of people surrounding Chelsea, and a new driver that we'll be announcing soon. Excited for the next chapter, and excited to ultimately come back after I reassess and reset. And things could change, but that's where my head's at right now, and I'm just being extremely transparent with everyone. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever makes me happy and whatever is fun.
The fourth and final round of Prospect also concluded at Irwindale, with Dmitry Brutsky taking his second championship in a row. A passionate driver and direct with his thoughts, he said this.
It means a lot of hard work, and it's a dream come true. So it's a history, because it was the last Pro 2 and the first Prospect. So you can't repeat that. So you can't beat that. If there's anybody wants to beat me, you can. Sorry. Best out of best, and this season was really tough. Tougher than I thought. I thought it was going to be easy season for me, but it wasn't. It was really tough, and we got it. We came out on top, and can be more than happy. So this is awesome.
Daniel Stuki may have hid behind his sunglasses to conceal his brimming emotions once he was announced as the Irwindale Prospect event winner, but he's had some time to process his weekend by saying, I've been dreaming of getting a win at Irwindale, specifically since 2018 Drift League, and have a handful of podium finishes there. But to break that barrier and finally stand on top of the box was incredibly special to me. Lead laps are usually my Achilles heel, so being able to lay down consistent runs really eased my mind. Also, being in the bottom right side of the bracket with a bye run changed the feel of the day. I was able to just hang out with my team trackside for almost 2 hours, having fun, staying collected, and watching some incredible driving. Besides being our most successful event to date, it was by far the most enjoyable. I couldn't ask for a better way to send off the season. He finishes 4th overall in the series. Congrats, Daniel. Also, check out all your favorite FD social media accounts, as the Formula Drift Industry Awards and fan favorites have been voted on, calculated, and revealed. Congrats to everyone nominated and awarded. President Ryan Sage wanted to personally thank all the fans for a tremendous season and tell you that announcements regarding the 2022 season are forthcoming this week during SEMA, so stay tuned for some more exciting news. Lastly, a note to thank everyone in the Formula Drift industry that works so hard to bring this incredible sport to life. Everyone at FD, all drivers and teams, media members, and the production team, thank you. And to the fans, thank you for supporting and elevating the sport with your dedication and fervor. We're so excited for 2022, but until then, rescue your pets, don't buy or breed them, live the life you want, and keep it slideways. Love you guys. We're going riding.